What up, world? I'm Steve. You guys are the crypto crew, and this is where we keep crypto simple and easy to understand. Today's video, we have an exciting one, but an honest one. Bitcoin is in danger. We're going to talk about the 4 key reasons why and what do we expect to happen. Now, mind you, over the past 6 weeks, we have correctly been predicting every move up in Bitcoin and every move down. This video is our newest prediction based on the charts. Now, if you guys are new here, we welcome you into our crypto crew. You definitely want to subscribe. Hit that button right now and turn on the bell for the fresh new videos. I want everybody to make sure it says subscribed with a D. Now, before we jump into it, I want everybody to be honest with themselves for a second. A lot of you guys are on the wrong track in crypto. If you know you need a better investment strategy, if you know you need to learn more about charts, you're not on the right track. I want to help you get on the right track. That's my passion, guys. Do yourself a favor, sign up to my classes. Those are linked in the description, and let's get you on the right track. No more waiting. Don't waste any more time. Now is the time. All right, everybody, let's jump into this video. It's been a few days since we did our last video with warning signs. There were some warnings ahead in Bitcoin, and we talked about 4 key things, and they've all come true. And we need to talk about what do we expect next. So we're going to go over those 4 key things right now. So you can see what Bitcoin is at right about $8,000 as we speak. And in our last video a few days ago, we were right around this point. So the first key area we're going to look at is the stochastics RSI, which is right here at the bottom. What I'm going to do is jump on a chart basically to zoom in so you guys can see what's happening. So here is the stochastics RSI on the daily chart. And today we just had our cross on the daily chart, which means our momentum that has been moving up now for about 14 days, Bitcoin has been rising in price. We have just started to move down in our momentum. In our last video, we looked at this stochastics RSI on the 12-hour, which obviously it'll give us a quicker indication as to what's going to happen. We're going to take a look at that really quick. So this is the 12-hour chart with the stochastics for Bitcoin. Now, what you're going to notice is right around this time is when we did our last video, in the 12-hour chart had a cross. And I said, guys, this is a warning sign. It hasn't happened on the 1-day chart, but this is a clear-cut warning sign. What we did is we actually crossed back and we moved up and we created a lower high. So, and then we basically fell apart today. So this is what is coming to the 1-day chart. So that's reason number one. We're out of momentum. The price of Bitcoin is going down. The next question is, how far will it go? We need to cover the 3 other reasons to paint a clear picture. So we're going to go back to our chart. Now, I know this is a busy chart. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. Just look at the middle part right now, the RSI, because it's very critical. This is reason number 2. This is something I've been pointing out to you guys for a while now, and it's happened, okay? On the last video, we were over here on the RSI, maybe about 50, and I'll have to rewatch the video, but I think it was around 50. And I said, guys, it's very unlikely that we're going to pass this orange line that I drew. It's very likely that we're going to come close to it and we're going to bounce off because it's a very powerful level with the RSI. We have been battling this level for the past 4 months. We have not gotten above this level for the past 4 months. The level is right at 61.5, and we're on the daily chart in Bitcoin. So the daily RSI with Bitcoin right at about 61.5 is critical. In fact, it's been critical for the past 10 months. All right. You can see all the arrows that we drew here for support and resistance. So it's played a massive role and it continued to do that. So we have been rejected from that level. It's not to say we can't go down and bounce through it. It's not to say that we will never go through it again. We're talking short term, Bitcoin is in trouble. Big picture, we're going to have some incredible buy opportunities coming, but you have to have a good strategy in order to know what you're doing. Unfortunately, all over YouTube, everybody is talking about Bitcoin being in a bull run, Bitcoin going back to the moon, crypto going back to the moon, Bitcoin 250,000. It hurts my head because a lot of people aren't using TA, a lot of people aren't using logic. We're not in a bull run, guys. We are not in a bull run. I have told you repeatedly, but we are getting close. We're getting very close. I've told all my students that we are clearly not in a bull run. I told all my students before I told you guys about this level here, and I tried to make everybody as informed as possible because there's a lot of noise out there in YouTube that will lose a lot of people money. So please just be cautious. So that's the RSI. That's reason number 2. Clear, cut, and dry. We have trouble with this line and we bounced off of it. So coinciding with our momentum is going down and we were rejected from the RSI. Let's get to the other 2 reasons. The next reason is right up here on the chart. This one's important, guys. We have a very powerful level here with our moving average, our 50-day moving average, the one in green. We have been pointing this out for a long time. We were one of the first to talk about the death cross here on YouTube, where a lot of people don't think it's very important. It's important. We have to pay attention to it. Now, this 50-day moving average has basically been a powerful hand pushing price down. You can see it in the arrow. Push price down here, push price down here, push price down here. And we weren't at the level yet with our last video, but we said, hey, this is another watch out down the road in Bitcoin. When we get to the 50-day moving average, more than likely we're going to be rejected from it. And that's exactly what's happened so far. We have been rejected from the 50-day, which shouldn't be a surprise. It's a surprise to all the people that said we're in a bull run, but it's not a surprise to us because we always stay 2 steps ahead of everybody. That's what we do on this channel. We're here to learn. Everybody, if you're watching, I want you to learn about each thing we're talking about. Soak it in like a sponge and stay 2 steps ahead of everybody. That's what we want to do. So this is reason number 3. We're going to have more resistance down. We're going to have downward price action from this 50-day. So our stochastics is telling us we're out of momentum. The RSI, we're going to have problems getting above that, and we have strong resistance pushing us down. Let's talk about the 4th reason. 4th reason is right here. They look like some happy faces and some frowny faces, which they're all frowny faces, to be honest with you guys. We're going to zoom in here. Actually, let's just make this a little bit bigger. So what we've done for the past handful of months were we've created lower highs and lower lows. Those are not good things to do. We're basically stair-stepping our way down. And I'll put it to you guys in a simple sense. Right here, we had our high. This high was lower. Our next high, the next highest price we had in Bitcoin was this one, and it was lower. The next highest was this one, and it was lower. This was our most recent high, and it's lower than the previous. They've all been lower. It's the same with the lows. This was our previous low. Our next low, was it lower? Yes, it was. It was right here. How about our next low in Bitcoin? Was it lower? Yes, it was right here. And our next low is here. So this is not a good sign, and there's absolutely no chance for us to be in a bull run until we reverse this. If this recent run-up of Bitcoin past 9,000, we could start to talk about us entering a bull cycle or a change in cycle, a reversal. That hasn't happened, and I don't expect that to happen this time, but I do think we're getting very close. So we have outlined the 4 reasons. Now we need to talk about something critical. Where is the chart telling us that we're moving down to, if we are moving down? Now, I will tell you, if we back up here to the stochastics, this move is not confirmed yet. We did get a cross, but this is not a confirmed move yet. We need to see how the charts are playing out. We could, in fact, move down for a bit and come back up and retest. This is when we double topped at 12, by the way. But we have to pay attention to how this chart plays out. It's not a clear signal yet. It's getting to be a clear signal on the 12-hour chart. It's not yet on the one-day chart. So our question is, how low can we go if it is a confirmed signal? And I'll tell you guys in a basic sense. So we alluded to this in our last video, talking about our measured moves between each move. So the past always repeats itself. History repeats itself, especially this is dealing with money. Human psychology is always the same, guys. Unfortunately, whether you're in crypto or the stock market or in ETFs or bonds, whatever you're into investing in, it's the same everywhere. So these measured moves between each bottom are pretty much exactly the same. They're all about 12% lower. So if you take a measured move from this low to the next low, and this low to the next low, and this low to the next low, they're all about 12%. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If we were to go 12% lower, we are creating an overall low in Bitcoin, lower than this 5.8, 5.9? It would be lower than that. I'm not saying that's going to happen yet. We need a lot of things to play out in the charts first, and we're not making predictions just picking out of thin air. That's not how this channel works. We're actually based on logic, and we're based on data. So what I will tell you is we have been creating lower lows this whole way down. In fact, all the way from the beginning, except for this move. We really tried to change our momentum on this move from 6 all the way back up to 12. We really tried to change our momentum and we failed. And we've been creating lower lows. So if we were to create a lower low, we're going lower than 6,004 if this trend continues. So as the charts play out and we have more data to analyze, we'll be able to better gauge where we're moving. It's too early to tell, but we're moving down. We're moving down, and it started, our momentum shifted today. So I have one important thing to share with the crypto crew, one important question for you guys, and would love your honest answer. Feedback is incredible, guys. It is absolutely imperative to get as much feedback in life as you can in order to achieve your goals. All right. So with this channel, I want this channel to be incredible. It's just like with my classes. All my students will say, Steve is always asking us for feedback. And I am. And I take a lot of it to heart. And in fact, we just did an advanced class. All my advanced students will tell you the reason we did Fibonacci retracements, the first class, is because of the feedback. The reason why we're covering Bollinger Bands in our second advanced class is because of feedback. Basically, the reason I do everything with my classes, and I would like it with you guys, is because of feedback. So I want your feedback. I want 2 questions for you guys to answer from the heart. Please make it from the heart. Number 1, what is your favorite thing about my channel here on YouTube? What is your favorite thing? First thing that comes to mind. I want you to write it in the comments. Second question is, what is one thing I can do to make this channel better? Again, have it come from the heart. First thing that comes to mind, write it in the comments. I'm going to read everybody's comments, and we're going to continue making this thing better I'm going to always continue making my classes better. With my classes, I want everybody not to say, oh, Steve, that was an amazing class. That was a great class. I don't want to hear that. I want students to say, Steve, that was the best freaking class I have ever taken. And I get those emails and they really make me smile. They make me so happy because I really put my heart into it. And I want everybody to feel that emotion. So please give some feedback. And I really appreciate everybody in the crypto crew. Everybody knows that cryptocurrency is global, but the crypto crew is global. We are a powerful community, and I appreciate you. I really do. And on our last video, I asked you guys where you're from. That's really an inspiration for me. As you guys know, I love traveling, and I never got to travel as a kid. I never left the East Coast. As you guys know, I didn't have money growing up to do things like that. But that was a goal of mine in life. I wanted to travel the world, and I've been blessed to do that. And I want to continue this journey with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do that. But more importantly, if you guys know you're on the wrong track in crypto, please take it seriously. There's no time like the present. We're getting close to a really critical point in cryptocurrency. I've been telling all my students this, and you want to be on the right track when that happens, because money could flow from a lot of different angles if you have a good strategy and if you understand charts. If you don't, you will continue losing money in this market. So just be cautious, guys. I put my heart into what I do, so the classes are down below. Would love to welcome you in and get you on the right track. So thank you to the crypto crew. I look forward to seeing all sorts of feedback, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace and love to the crypto crew.